Good morning, Caribou Weather Dude YouTube channel. Let's have a quick look at the weather today. Some severe storm watches are already in place, so we know that the boom crashes are going to be happening. Hit like, share, subscribe. Let's go. There it is. This is bad news. My God.
Falling out right now.
Anything could happen. Get on! Wow. I'll watch the video later. They try mopping this. Two severe storm watches currently in effect. The first one down south basically mimics the one we had yesterday, which includes Oliver, Penticton, Kelowna, Vernon, up to Kamloops, Ashcroft, and whatnot over to Gold Bridge. Up in the north, Tumbler Ridge, Fort St. John's, Charlie Lake, Chetwynd, you're all in the danger zone, including up towards Fort Nelson and the border. All right, looking at thunderstorms today, the area is largely what I would call the developmental area. So this is areas where we're going to see storms popping up, but they'd be very, very weak, very short-lived for the most part until they start moving into these other regions, regions D, B, and C, where we could see severe storms possibly. Now, the best chance of severe storms is in that C area and D area, but B is not out of the hook, not off the question already. So as you can see, the intensity of the storms pretty much seems more or less consistent between the B, C, and D areas. Perhaps a little bit bigger hail in the D area and maybe some heavier downpours. So if you get some thunderstorms in the piece, they could be the most severe of the ones in the province. Things are a little quieter in the prairies today. We got some non-severe storms, but some of them might get some severe status, but we're not talking severe outbreak today in the prairie like we've been talking the last bunch of days. So that will be everywhere: Regina, Brandon, Winnipeg, Dauphin, Yorkton, The Pass, everywhere in that eastern side of Saskatchewan, western side of Manitoba. Helicity index measuring the rise of air and how much spin will be in it. So we do see, that's why we see some of that severe potential in the Caribou, South Caribou, whatnot region up to the North Thompson, because that Helicity index is a little higher. Quite strong spike there in the piece as well. Do I think there's going to be tornadoes? No, I don't necessarily think that. As we go into Monday, we're looking at thunderstorms, but mostly in southern BC on Monday as well. We look at our most unstable cape. You can see, again, the piece, really high values, and there's this corner down there where the cape's very, very high. Looks like mostly the Shuswap, so you could see some real lightning storms going on in the Shuswap as these storms move across. I don't know if you're going to be in the severest. I would think that the anywhere near that border of that line, right in here somewhere, that's probably where the most severe storm is going to be popping this afternoon. Again, some minor threat up to the north there, although a couple of these spikes are a little bit higher. And as you look into the later part of the day, watch what that cape's doing. That's a solid line up from the south, up from the Kootenays, Columbia's, up into the Caribous. Solid line of convective available potential energy. That looks pretty good there into the late hours of the evening, and then we're going to watch it die on off. In the morning time, tomorrow morning, there's where your cape's going to be. Mostly southern BC story, mostly some strong, could see some strong thunderstorms tomorrow, some very dangerous ones. So we'll be looking at that. Looks like Kamloops, North Thompson area, more or less South Caribou, where a lot of that is. And then, of course, pretty high values as you go down towards the U.S. border. Our highest convective available potential energy values seem to be in that Peace region. We got a little bit of red spikes in there. Seems like along that Quesnel, Williams Lake, Prince George area, weather's going to move in, hit a line there, and going to pop it up big time. High Cape value in North BC, really. I mean, for North BC and southern British Columbia as well. Nothing shocking or alarming down there, just some good widespread cape. So what does that tell me? It tells me that really a thunderstorm can happen anywhere today, okay? It can happen anywhere today in BC. Strong reading near Prince George late at night. I'll be looking to see a thunderstorm in the Prince George region near the end of the day still going on. So that's our thunderstorm threat for today, what it looks like more or less. Widespread through the afternoon. So we're going to start again. Widespread through the afternoon. Strong thunderstorms moving on down from the north in the Peace area. Southern BC seeing some isolated thunderstorms. That's the isolated ones. Sometimes that can turn supercellular. So be aware. Just because it's not really, really big on the radar doesn't necessarily mean that it won't be quite strong. And on Monday, we're talking strong thunderstorms in southern British Columbia. We saw where some of those spikes were on the Cape values. Looks like Revelstoke area, Kamloops, whatever that low is going to be sitting right on top of you. We'll have more on work week weather as we come into it. Hoping to see some warmer weather, and then the model showed it, and then when we get to the day of, it's just not really there. Where's our warm weather? Wednesday, strong thunderstorms up north. the summer of no summer, it's going to continue, I guess, folks. 30 in Kamloops, 29 Kelowna by the midweek. Yeah, but only 20 in Quesnel. We're not getting our summer. It sucks. Be safe out there today, friends. Keep your heads up. Thunderstorm, thunderstorm, thunderstorm. Some of them are going to be pretty violent and wild. Severe watches are in effect, as you know. So keep coming back and watching more weather news here with Joey Only Caribbean Weather Dude. Talk to you soon. Bye now.